is Tabatha Chovanetz, and I'm married to Eric. We've been married for 23 years and have 2 kids, ages 11 and 16, and I'm a car journalist. I write reviews on vehicles, and I try to do it most of the time from like a mom standpoint, but I don't get into the whole gearhead necessarily, all of the nitty-gritty, but I do write a blog also, and I've been doing that for about 2 years, just reviewing cars each week. I'll get a different vehicle, different manufacturers, and I have had a blast just writing reviews and telling all about the insides mostly of the car, not so much what's under the hood. So my favorite review would probably be my most recent. I had a Ford Mustang, and I had no clue that I liked a Ford Mustang as much as I did. And so at the end of the week, I was telling Eric, my husband, that I probably would see a convertible in my near future. And when the Ford people came and picked it up, they called and said, how's your day going? And I said, you're coming to get my Mustang. It's not going real well. So I really liked that one. I liked the whole rumble and purr. And when you drive a car like that, you finally can see why they call a car sexy. I like the Ford Mustang just because the rumble and the sound of it was what initially hooked me in. And then when I got inside, I guess the speed demon comes out a little bit. And I love the V8, the acceleration. I do like to go fast. I apologized ahead of time to any local radar in the area. And other than the looks and sound of the vehicle, it really was a luxurious vehicle. On the inside, I know that with kids, sometimes it's hard to get in and out of the two-door. We noticed that week that we had so much fun in that car that we never once, nobody complained. But it's for a sports car, it's a very luxurious car. So when I'm reviewing cars, I mostly do it from the mom standpoint, just what I would like in a vehicle, more the interior, the things that we do day to day that we have to deal with, whether it's a car seat in the back seat, or if it's just a lot of times now it's the technology. I know that's big with the younger kids, so I look at all that stuff. The same thing that they like in the chargers being in the car, that's really a big deal, how many chargers a car may have, but not so much under the hood. So I think my career as a car journalist has grown mostly from being involved with Texas Auto Writers Association. Been involved in their group for about 2 years. The first year I was in it was a big learning experience. And the second year, they elected me to their board and just have mentored me and been like a real family to me and just taken me under their wing. And so that's really, being in that group's allowed me to do so much more. So next up for me is a reality show that we're working on, and it's in the beginning stages. So the concept of it is that we would be traveling, and the different locations that we'll go to will involve different vehicles and the people that drive them. And so it's a story of not just the destination of the place, the travel place, but it's the story of the vehicle and the person that drives it and what drives them to do what they do, and why they're involved with the vehicle in the first place. It's more than a job. It's a story of inspiration. And so we're just excited to go out and meet these people, and we've already got some stories that we're working on. We should be shooting 6 episodes here pretty quickly. And it's also, Sue Mead is involved in the project. She's an off-road Hall of Fame girl that she right now currently is in Morocco doing the Gazelle Rally. And she's another one that has just taken me under her wing and just invited me to do all kinds of crazy stuff that I wouldn't normally think of. But together we've got this reality show in the mix, and we're so excited about it. My proudest moment was probably with my kids. I became a stay-at-home mom after I was teaching, and staying at home allowed me to write more. And after kicking out 2 children's books, which I'm pretty proud of too, they're like children also, So my proudest achievement is just taking everything that I've learned already about cars and just putting that into words and just a review that hopefully will help other people, other women as well. So being in the car world, I'm seeing a lot of women in the manufacturing side of the cars. I would go, let's say, to a Ford event, and 3 out of 4 people there were women that were the engineers, the actual vehicle engineers. And I'm pretty proud of that as a woman, knowing that women are more included on the manufacturing side. So I'm glad to see that switch up a little bit. As far as our car groups, and we're constantly trying to invite more women into the groups, just to get more involvement from the female perspective. I think that women would shy away from joining car groups in the past just because it was a male-predominant world, and they were maybe afraid that they would be looked at as stupid or that they just didn't know anything about cars. And that's changed a whole lot. The men that are in the group now, at least the ones I'm around, welcome that. They just embrace you, and they like hearing the female side and what we have to say about the vehicles. My biggest life lesson has just been to be happy at what you're doing. I mentioned that I was a school teacher. Not that I wasn't happy doing it. It was very rewarding. But once I found the car world, I found a world that I didn't know existed. And I have so enjoyed it. I just would encourage other people to go out and do what makes them happy. And I hope that I pass that along to my daughter. Not related to cars, but I can tell you that one thing I've gone through in life that was kind of traumatic for me was I walked that road of infertility. And having been a school teacher and being around kids all the time, I naturally wanted kids of my own. And it took some time to make that happen. And finally, after one miscarriage, I did have a son, and tried again and wasn't happening, and ended up exploring the route of adoption. And so now I have a beautiful little girl from Korea, and wouldn't trade the way that it turned out for the world. What keeps me balanced is at home, I first of all had to learn that I didn't have to do everything, and that was okay. I think I've said before, I would make the kids' lunches and just line everything up and make it super easy. And then I would go off and hit the road and constantly worry about, what might be happening at home. Is it still functioning without me? I had to learn how to balance that myself. But as far as the people in my life, definitely keep me balanced. My mother is the one that comes first to mind, and she will not hesitate to get on the phone and tell me exactly what she thinks to keep me there. So probably my mom keeps me balanced. My go-to person's my dad, definitely. We have a joke between the two of us. I'll call him up and I'll say, I just need to have a normal conversation. And he's that person. I can tell him anything, and he understands. He just gets me. We're a lot alike. I guess I take after him. But he would definitely be my go-to. He'd be the person that inspires me the most. What I would like to do that I haven't done is I have met Danica Patrick, but just one time I would like to go around the racetrack at however many miles per hour that would be. No, I'd love to climb in a car with her and just hit it. The power of women, to me, would mean to be inspiring and just empowering other women to know that it's okay to think outside the box and to do what you want to do and have fun doing it. If you're not passionate about it, then don't even consider it. My legacy would just be to go through each day happy, and to wake up knowing that no matter what life deals your way or what comes your way, to just choose to be happy about it, and just to be kind to everyone that crosses my path, just to be nice. I'm not real sure how to answer that. There are times I think it would be awesome, and then there's times I think that's absolutely crazy insane. But I guess the ultimate answer is yes, absolutely, I would do it. It would be a chance of a lifetime, so there's no way I would say no. I am looking at the Gazelle Rally. It's all women, and it is across the desert, and so you have a driver and a navigator and mechanics along the way if something goes wrong. But yeah, it's sometimes I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking I cannot even imagine, and other times I'm thinking, what am I missing out on? Let's go. So hopefully next year.